Up, ladies? So today I'm going to talk about the two simple solutions you can have you can actually use when a guy is not texting you back, so he's not responding your text messages. So these solutions are going to be very, very simple or very easy to use. Okay, so you can basically just use them in a pretty simple way. So the first solution is going to be to always use the ratio one-on-one. Always tell my clients, my ladies, I always tell them, girls, you basically need to respect the one-on-one ratio. Now, why the fuck you're not doing that, I don't know, but you girls really have some issues, especially here in Italy, when you don't respect that one-on-one ratio because you're afraid of losing, you're in fear of missing out, you're in fear of missing the guy. Now, you don't want to be feared, you don't want to be in fear of missing the guy, you want to still basically show the guy that you don't give a fuck if you lose him or not. Basically, that's what you want to do. But on the main side, just try to understand that adopting and using or respecting the one-on-one ratio will be a problem solver for you every time you don't know what to text to a guy and if you should text him or not. So the solution is, if he sends you the last text, then you can send him another text because that's one-on-one, like tennis table, it's the same thing. So if you send him one single text and it is the last message, then in order to respect the one-on-one ratio, you have to wait for him to text you back, and you should not be texting him. The ratio allows you to keep the balance in between the power play, you know? So if you are able to not over text the guy, like send him tons of messages, tons of texts and things like that, if you're able to do that, then probably you will have a guy that texts you back and messages you back many times, and that is not going to be ghosting you or things like that. So probably it will be open to talking via text message, okay? So this is the first solution. Just respect the one-on-one ratio. Now I'll give you another text message you can send, which is super, super simple. And it consists of sending the guy just a photo, you know, a simple photo of your panties. And they should be sexy panties. So just not, you know, your underwear. And the underwear must be a sexy underwear, like lingerie or things like that. Laying on the ground, like if you just got naked and things like that, you're about to get in the shower and you leave these panties on the floor and you just send him this photo. Now, what does this photo do? This photo increases dramatically the chance he's going to text you back. It increases like drastically. So he's going to text you back, but you're going to have to be able to know what to do. You must be able to understand what to say in a message, and also what is the message used for, what is it actually going to be used for. Probably the texting game should be a way to basically set up the date and not just to waste your time in chat and things like that. So if he actually responds, what you can actually do in order to increase the chance you're going to see him is, if you guess the color of the lingerie I'm wearing after this, then I could show it to you when we see each other. And then whatever the response is to this other text message, just tell him, well, I could be free in the next days, let me know when you're free to get together. And then you just set up the date and you go on a date and you just date the guy and you have fun with him. That's all you want to do. You don't want to use the chat and the texting game to just dick around, you know, just to lose your time, lose yourself in the chat game. That's not the way you want to work it. You have to work it in a way that allows you to basically use it as a way to get to the date. Because when a guy gets to a date with you, gets in a date, he sets up an appointment, you go for a date, you both go for a date, he courts you, he invests in you, he spends money, he took some time to get to see you. That's the real courtship, and that is the real investment you should be wanting from a guy. That is a real investment you should be requiring and requesting from the guy. The real investment is that it is not just the guy answering and texting you back. Yes, that is also, but the main course, the main issue is, and the main thing should be, the main objective, the main goal should be to get the guy to fucking setting up a date, investing in you, just seeing you, just staying with you, having a good day, having a good time. That's all you has to do. Okay, so that's what you have to use the message for. That's it. Just that, nothing else. Just freaking relax. Okay. So this is how you use the social dynamics in order to, and also the texting dynamics in order to set up a date. You don't want to waste it, because I remember my clients, and also me myself. It was like around 8 years ago or 7 years ago. I was completely lost in the messaging world, because it was like, what do I text to this girl? You know, in Italy it's pretty hard. In Italy it's not as easy as it might be in US or in UK. But basically it was pretty hard in Italy. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like, well, I was on the line of, you know, what do I text this girl? What do I send her? What should I do? I want to see her, I want to fuck her, but I'm not gonna probably date her because probably she's not gonna answer my text back. And so what do? I was all confused. I didn't know that the messaging was supposed to be used for just seeing the guy and seeing the girl. For me, setting up a date, asking the girl to come out, have a drink with her, and just try to kiss her, getting her, and just dating her and fucking her, and just having a relationship and kids and everything. You know, that's the way it works. So it's pretty simple. Just use these two solutions. They're probably going to be used. They're going to be useful for you. So thanks for sharing the video. Just share the video, comment, let me know what you know, and also subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next.